Well, the truce between Elon Musk and United States President Donald Trump didn't even last a month. And now Elon Musk is threatening to take action against all the Republicans who voted for Donald Trump's big beautiful bill, assuring that he won't spare his own fortune for this. He also promises to create his own political party to destroy Trump's chances for a political future. But Donald Trump is threatening to strip Elon Musk of his money and even his United States citizenship. Trump threatened to deport Elon Musk from the United States and take away his own companies from him, Tesla and so on. He also stated that the Department of Government Efficiency, which was headed by Elon Musk, should now turn around and strike against the billionaire himself. Moreover, Trump openly says that DOGE is a monster that should and can devour Elon Musk for suddenly ceasing to be loyal and launching criticism at the President of the United States. In this episode, we will break down the entire Trump and Musk scandal in detail and assess what might happen in the near future. My name is Alexei Pichi. We'll go through everything step by step, but before we start, I ask you to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, write any comment, and be sure to subscribe to my Telegram channel, Pichi News. The link is in the video description. So, the key reason for the conflict between Elon Musk and Donald Trump is that very publicized tax bill by Donald Trump. And so, after the United States Senate today, on July 1st, narrowly passed the procedural vote to discuss Trump's big, beautiful bill. Elon Musk publicly stated that he would use all his vast resources to launch large-scale campaigns against the Republicans in Congress, who voted for the massive domestic political agenda. Elon Musk says directly, "I won't hesitate to use my fortune to destroy the reputation of every Republican who voted for Trump's bill." Musk has been posting messages for 2 days now, criticizing the tax breaks and the spending bill, especially for its sky-high cost. Trump isn't staying silent either and has already struck back, suggesting that his administration might investigate Elon Musk's major government contracts, hinting that the billionaire's companies could be cut off from government contracts and left without funding. But it seems that Trump is ready to unleash against Elon Musk the very monster that Elon Musk himself created. On Tuesday at the White House, Trump stated that Musk risks losing much more than just government subsidies. And he threatened that the Department of Government Efficiency, which was once headed by Elon Musk, could turn into a monster that, quote, will come back and devour Elon. So far, the feud has not escalated into as personal and harsh a conflict as their public scandal last month, when Elon Musk, without providing evidence, accused Donald Trump of hiding information about the disgraced financier and, by the way, convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. And he stated that Trump's name was included in the so-called government Epstein files. A week after the peak of that feud, Elon Musk said he regretted some of his posts about Trump. Musk then deleted some of his most provocative posts, including the one about Epstein and another in which he agreed with the suggestion to impeach Trump. Since then, Elon Musk has softened his tone toward Trump and the bill, largely shifting his focus to social media and interviews at his companies. He seemed completely absorbed in his work. At that time, it seemed that Trump and Musk had actually reached an agreement and that the billionaire would get his share from the huge multi-trillion-dollar bill. Well, at the very least, there was hope that Elon Musk would keep his huge government subsidies for electric vehicle production. But the situation changed dramatically on Monday, when Elon Musk started continuously posting about his disagreement with Donald Trump's bill. This time, Elon Musk does seem to be refraining from direct attacks on Trump. And, for example, in response to a video of Trump's comments about going against Elon Musk simply wrote a short phrase on the platform. You know, it's so tempting to escalate the situation right now. It's so tempting, but I'll refrain for now. Nevertheless, the fight is costing Elon Musk a lot. The shares fell by 7% on Tuesday after losing 2% on Monday, missing out on the broader stock market growth. And a significant part of Elon Musk's wealth is tied up in publicly traded shares. Tesla shareholders were very sensitive to the quarrel between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, worrying that Trump might actually carry out his threat to terminate contracts with Elon. The shares lost about 14% on June 4th, the day when the feud between Musk and Trump over the spending bill spilled into the public. And so Elon Musk's renewed attacks on Donald Trump's bill began on Monday afternoon when he threatened members of Congress who voted for this bill. He said that the bill would undermine his efforts in DOGE, which aim for fiscal responsibility by eliminating what he and others considered wasteful spending. But the bill was still voted on in the Senate, and now it not only won't save the budget money, but quite the opposite. Donald Trump's bill will add almost $3.3 trillion to the deficit over the next decade. This is the evaluation of the United States Congressional Budget Office, not mere rhetoric. Moreover, it turned out that the Senate added almost $2.4 trillion in spending after the review, because earlier this same bill was preliminarily approved in the House of Representatives. And there was already an addition of $2.4 trillion to the deficit over the next decade. Elon Musk was already outraged back then, but it turned out that after the vote in the Senate, this figure grew to $3.3 trillion. Once again, $3.3 trillion. This is not the actual cost of the bill, it's just what will be added to the federal budget deficit over 10 years. Nevertheless, for some reason, the White House assures everyone that Donald Trump's bill, on the contrary, reduces the deficit and debt while at the same time boosting economic growth. Elon Musk was not thrilled and says that this is just too blatant a deception. Here is a quote from Elon Musk. Every member of Congress who campaigned for cutting government spending and then immediately voted for the largest debt increase in history should hang their head in shame. And I assure you, they will all lose in their primaries next year, even if it's the last thing I do on this earth. That means Elon Musk publicly threatened all the Republicans who voted for the bill, saying he would actually launch massive campaigns to destroy their reputations before the next elections. And, that's a pretty serious threat coming from someone with enormous financial resources. Later, Musk published a campaign-style poster with the word liar written across Pinocchio's face. And there was a caption saying, voted to increase America's national debt by $5 trillion. And Elon Musk captioned this picture with the following phrase. Anyone who campaigned on a promise to cut spending but keeps voting for the biggest debt ceiling increase in history will see their face on this poster at the primaries next year. Well, that's already a hint that Elon Musk will put money into negative ads against everyone who voted for Donald Trump's bill. Later, Elon Musk wrote several posts about creating a third party in America called the Party of America, which would become a populist alternative to the Republican and Democratic parties. Here's another quote from Elon Musk. If this insane spending bill passes, a new Party of America will be formed the very next day. But here's what happens next. Elon Musk stated that now he will invest money in the re-election campaign of Senator Thomas Massie from Kentucky, who was one of the few Republicans in Congress to oppose this bill by Donald Trump. So, Elon Musk is saying, I will finance this senator's campaign and I will destroy the reputations of all the others. Trump has already publicly scolded Senator Massie for his position, and of course he has also scolded Elon Musk. Early Tuesday morning, Trump responded to Elon Musk with a threat and wrote that he could use Department of Justice, which is Elon Musk's own creation, to check all the government contracts and subsidies that Elon Musk's companies receive. Next is a quote from Trump. Elon has probably received more subsidies than anyone else in history. Certainly, and without subsidies, Elon would probably have had to close his business in the United States and go back home to South Africa. No more rocket launches, satellites, or electric car production, and our country would save a fortune on that. Maybe we should even take a really hard look at Elon Musk's business. We're talking about big money that needs to be saved. Today, on July 1st, speaking at the White House, Trump said that Elon Musk risks suffering serious losses because of his disagreement with the bill. Quote, he is upset that he is losing his mandate. With the electric car, he could lose much more. I can tell you that right now, publicly, Elon could lose much, much more. But when asked if Trump plans to deport Elon Musk, a United States citizen, Trump replied, "I don't know, but we'll have to consider it." And then there's another absolutely wild quote from the President of the United States of America. Now, we might have to put a Doge on Elon Musk. Do you know what a Doge is? A Doge is a monster that might have to come back and eat Elon. Wouldn't that be terrible? He gets a lot of subsidies. Elon is very upset that the electric vehicle mandate will be ended, but he should be afraid of the Doge. It's interesting that this isn't the first time Trump has threatened Elon Musk, his own creation. Trump made a similar suggestion last month. And although it's unclear whether Trump will follow his example, Musk's companies still depend on the federal government as a major source of income. And other companies of Elon Musk, including the social media platform, the artificial intelligence company, the company, all of them face regulation from the federal government. Although, unlike the one that gets a huge part of its money from the government, has relatively few government contracts. But numerous federal policies directly affect Tesla's finances, including a $7,500 tax credit for electric vehicle buyers, which allows Tesla and other automakers to make good money on this and raise the prices of their electric cars. That is basically, the buyer still gets a $7,500 credit, so the company can raise the price of this electric car clearly above the market rate. And in this way, the buyer won't feel this price increase. The tax credit also helped boost electric car sales, and it probably cost Tesla billions just last year. Tesla also reported more than $8 billion in sales over 6 years from regulatory credits to other automakers. To help them comply with federal and state emission standards, Trump advocates repealing these standards and stripping states of the authority to set their own emissions rules, which would simply destroy the market for these credit sales. According to the loss of the electric vehicle tax credit could cost the company $1.2 billion a year, and the loss of regulatory credit sales another $2 billion a year. Trump claimed that Elon Musk's main objection to the bill was the loss of electric vehicle tax incentives. Musk denies this and retweeted a post on Monday saying that Elon's objections to the bill were never about eliminating electric vehicle tax incentives or mandates for electric vehicles. They were simply about his passionate opposition to the growing national debt. "All I'm asking is that we don't bankrupt America," writes Elon Musk. Well, for now, of course, it's unclear whether Elon Musk's threats will kill the chances of this bill. Trump launched a large-scale pressure campaign on dissenters, putting members of Congress in a rather difficult position of choice. Between Elon Musk and his threats to destroy their political reputation, and Trump, who now completely controls the Republican Party. And it's worth adding here that Elon Musk spent officially $275 million to support Trump and other Republican candidates in the 2024 elections. According to documents from the Federal Election Commission, Elon Musk's political committee, America Political Action Committee, last allocated money in March to support 2 Republican candidates running in special elections in Florida. These are Randy Fine and Jimmy Patronis. At the end of May, Elon Musk stated that he plans to cut all political spending, saying that he has already done enough. But at the same time, it should be understood that Elon Musk has the resources to fulfill his promises and support a number of alternative candidates if he wishes. Those $275 million spent on Donald Trump might seem like just pocket change. If Musk really decides to invest in his new party or simply supports even those Republicans who decide to go against Trump, Elon Musk is already promising them money. That doesn't guarantee that he will succeed. Musk spent quite a bit of time and resources, for example, on completely unsuccessful attempts to elect a Republican to the Wisconsin Supreme Court earlier this year. His popularity remains low, and ultimately, let's be honest, Donald Trump is the president, Elon Musk is not. But this episode shows a very dangerous dynamic. If we abstract from the personalities, just think about it. The president of the democratic country, the United States of America, threatens a citizen of this country with punishment and deportation for criticizing his legislation. This is no longer about democracy. But I'll leave it at that. Share your opinions and conclusions in the comments below this episode. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and don't forget to like. If you want to support the work of this channel, you can do so financially with any donation. You can use the links and payment details in the description of this video or the QR code on your screens. That's all for now. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye, everyone.